All right, I'm on hole number 9 of the City of Light tournament in Monday's qualifying round in the rookie division. And to be honest with you, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. My thought coming in here was that this was going to be the hole that I was going to have the most difficulty on with lower level clubs. And I hit 3 and actually caught it and overshot it into the rough with these low level clubs, and it was amazing to me. So I ended up dropping a shot on hole number 3 and didn't get the eagle. My thought process was that you're looking for a minus 12, and that I was going to come into the last hole with a minus 10, and that this would be the hole that would be the most difficult. But I'm just unsure here. So let's do some distance stuff. If you're out in here and you have a Nirvana, which hits 129, somewhere in that neighborhood, your red line's going to be right about there. If you're up in this area right here on the fairway, coming into the green, your red line for your, I was using a Saturn on this. My red line's up here, and the Saturn hits 129. So you can get on with a Nirvana or an Amazon if you're back in this area over here in the rough. Unfortunately, this account does not have either. And if you end up in the rough over here, you're just relegating yourself. You're going to get a birdie. I mean, because your red line with your club is going to be back here. You have no shot. Even if you do max overpower with your rough iron, you just have no shot if you've got lower developed stuff. And your only hope is that you could get, you could get out into the fairway over here. And with lower developed stuff, I mean, what are my choices here? If you've got, my only choice here is a big topper. Big topper? And even a big topper's only got 54% curl. So a maxed out extra mile has 47 curl. And for those of you that have been hitting this hole with your extra mile and you've got an upper level extra mile, if you draw let's pull back here. If you draw the line from the tee box to the pad area, you're going off in this direction if you just hit a straight shot. So you've got to hit here and get that. You got to pick up that angle. And what I'm seeing with people with extra miles is they're ending up right dead center in the middle, and they're ending up out here in the rough. You just can't make the swing. Even if you try the max overpower hook shot where you're trying to pick up more, it's very problematic. It's very hard to end up with an extra mile out here in the fairway. And that big topper, because of its level, it does pick up a little bit more distance. I'd have to bring a super big ball to try and get out in here. I just don't know how I'm going to keep myself out of the rough over here and give myself a shot other than doing a layup right here and just trying to end up on this pad. So if I'm trying to end up on this pad and stop right there in the center, if I'm 129 from here to this area, with my big dog, I think it's hitting like 180, so we got 50 yards. I may be able to make that swing, and it's got enough topspin and stuff. I'm really unsure what to do with lower level stuff, because I don't think that the max overpower hook's going to work. It will work. I'm 100% confident with a max overpower hook I can get over to this side, but it's going to put me in the rough, and that's not going to help me because I can't get on. I don't have the clubs to get up there. So what I'm going to do, just so that I can see what it looks like, is I'm going to try and stick it up here on the top, because I want to see what my big dog can do out in here and what kind of shot I have, because I would much rather take this shot and do a max overpower shot with a wood from the fairway than trying to recover from the rough. So I'm going to try and stick it up into this area up here, and I'm not sure what would be the best to do it, but I know no matter what, you better bring a big ball. And I'm going to bring a Titan, just because that way I could use the wind maybe on the second shot. And I'm going to bring a couple bags. I'm going to bring this bag right here. That gives me a very accurate club to try and stick it up there on the top, and a big dog to try and bring it home. And then my other option would be, do I have that bag? My other option would be to bring an extra mile and a big dog. Excuse me. Oh, that felt good. So my accuracy here is 2.5 per ring with my big dog. So it's either bag number 1 or bag number 4. I'm going to start off with bag number 4. And we'll see what we can do with that. And the curious thing is here is, what does it look like when you're on that pad? I mean, do you even have a shot? Do we even have a shot if we're in rookie to get up there? Because I really don't think, if you've got lower developed clubs and you don't have an Apocalypse, if you haven't been playing in Tour 7 and you don't have an Apocalypse, I don't know that we have any club that's going to have enough curl to bring us back around. So let's explore it. So the goal here is to stick it up on the top. And I want to end up over here, so I'm going to put a little bit of curl on it. 3/9, that's 4 rings. I'll put a little bit of curl to bring it back over to the other side. Hitting it perfect. I was playing pretty conservative there, as far as like I'm trying not to get too much roll. Dang it. Yeah, that's going to be a problem too. I'm going to hit it back up. I'm going to chip it back up there because I want to see what that looks like. I want to see if that's even possible. I'm not going to learn anything about that shot if I just try and hit it over, because if I hit it over here, I'm only going to be able to get up to here. So I'm going to chip it right back up to the top so that I can see what that shot looks like, because I'm not going to learn anything. And I really didn't like that scooting action that I had right there. I believe that on these par 5s we have to get eagles, so I'm not going to concede the opportunity to get an eagle. If there's a way to do it, I want to figure out how to do it. I'm gonna lay it up out there. That would have been a really good distance right there to get. That way we're not engaging the downhill slope. So they have a level 3 big dog, and you can see the kind of distance they got right there. Now they brought a katana. If they would have brought a 3 Powerball, they could have started off on the other side, and it may be possible. You're gonna have all the stars aligned. And you're going to have to do max topspin, max everything to get it over. And if you're in that position right there, man. Okay, so with a 3 Powerball, we can get up. Let's see what kind of look we've got at it. It might be possible. So it's 2.5 per ring, so it's going to push it out there towards my orange ring. I'm going to come off just a titch. It's going to push it out. And I'm going to try and pick up as much of that wind as I possibly can. Hitting it perfect. Let's see how much distance I could get if I was in that spot. And that looks like it's green high. So you can get up there. You're going to have to work it. But you can get up there if you're in that spot. Now the difficulty with lower developed clubs is that if you had upper developed clubs, that right there, you know, it's no guarantee that you're going to get it in the hole, but you got a serious chance of getting in the hole. But with lower developed clubs, I still got a ton of work to do because I'm dealing with that hill face. All right, let's see if we can get this one in. All right, down the hill we go. I'm going to go right at it. Just need to hit it perfect. Hit it great to the left. In the hole. All right, so we can get an eagle from that. We're just going to have to work really hard from that spot up there. Are you going over there now? I'll follow you over. So there is a little bit of ray of hope, but I'll tell you the hard part's going to be dialing in that drive shot, because the way that ball scooted going up the hill like that and picked up speed, it actually picked up speed. Two and a little backspin. 3/7. That's 3/8, 2 rings. It's 1.9 per ring. A little bit of curl to bring it back towards the hole. Hitting it perfect. A little too much curl, a little too much speed. Curl on drive shots. I use curl on drive shots all the time. I mean, you're using it to bring the ball back to the fairway. You want everything to go to the right, so you put a little bit of right hand curl on it so that everything is forced to go to the right. Everything's forced to go to the left. So using curl on drive shots is not, that's just part of the game. But when you're shooting those shots coming into a green like this and you have to add curl on it, it always diminishes the shot. That's why when you come into this hole, it's always best, this hole is going to be better to bring a 3 side spin ball. And that's the problem with hitting on that side, is that you're having to put that sand into play. All right, that was hole number 9 of Parc de Paris. So I dropped 2 shots, both of them on par 5s, and both of those are fixable. The shot on hole number 3 is definitely fixable. I got the distance. I was actually shocked at how much distance I got. There was no room for error there. If I'd hit that shot on hole number 3 to the right, it would have been I would have skimmed the rough, and it would have been difficult. But hole number 9. There is hope if you can land it up on that pad. It's just being able to keep it on this pad. And I was, where I chipped it back up there, you don't have to get far down in there. So I'm going to go back and watch that video and see, like what I added on there for topspin, and see, maybe take off. I put max on there. And with that club, I think it's like 4 topspin. So maybe just a couple topspin, or maybe no topspin. Maybe you're getting enough roll up there. It's going to be one of those shots you're going to have to take several times to see how the ball's reacting. But there is hope there that as long as you can start off on the other side of this with a big dog, you at least have some shot with the topspin, side spin, curl that you can achieve with a big dog, that you have some shot of getting on, but you're going to have to bring a 3 power ball. All right, that was hole number 9 of Parc de Paris, and that's hole number 9 of the City of Light tournament. Thanks for watching.